Muy bien. Muy bueno lo que se queda. Primero esto acá, estamos aquí ya para reaccionar al directo de Paladins. Ya estamos a un minuto y algo. Muy bueno lo que se queda. Primero esto acá, estamos aquí reaccionando al directo de 1.9. Ya estamos a nada, estamos a 30 segundos. Así que vamos a ver. Particularmente el único que sabe es esto. De Skin de Willow, porque esta es de Willow. Y esta es de Mate, así que vamos a ver qué tal. Y por cierto, lo de ayer, es que yo fui ayer que ayer era jueves, pero era miércoles, así que ¿cuál es este directo? A ver qué trae. Vamos a metiéndole hype acá en el chat.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Paladins 1.9 patch update. My name is Randy, and I'm joined by all of my favorite friends here. We've got, first, of course, Hi-Res Alyssa. How are you doing today?
Great.
Good. And we've got, of course, the guys here behind all the great art and design going on. We've got Hi-Res Thunderbrush, Rafe, and, of course, Hi-Res Martini.
Yo.
Garrett Martini. And you know what? I was having, not to mention that, but I was by the coast enjoying myself. And I was thinking of you.
Why would you be thinking of me?
Your name,
just miss
it's got a
me,
lot of, just refreshing kind of guy.
You know, I've never actually heard that before.
Really? Yeah. You know what? It's actually great to be able to hang with you guys again. It's been a minute. We had HRX. That was so busy. It was a lot of fun. All of you were there. We had a great time, and hopefully you all were there with us as well. I don't want to take too much time here because we're going to get right into it. We've got a lot of great things coming through in this patch. This is the holiday patch for Paladins, and it's going to start off with a very festive announcement of a new map being introduced into the realm. It is Warder's Gate. So we've got a map to be able to show you, and I'm really excited about the process of this. First of all, I think the bigger thing is the community's been wanting a siege map for a long time.
Hasta el nuevo mapa.
It's been a while. It's been a minute.
Esto lo iban a mostrar en historias de Instagram, pero no pensé que lo iban a mostrar acá. Tiene como onda muy parecido como era Paladins.
And Garrett, in terms of design, obviously, the siege map might bring a couple of new elements.
Absolutely. So we're sticking to the core fundamentals in terms of spacing and flow that define a siege map, while at the same time adding some new elements, such as, and I'm hoping the pan through here is gonna, you can kind of see it.
We'll have time to get into it.
Okay. But there's these awesome crystals that are located on the playground that actually propel your character up into the air and give you hang time that you can run into and kind of revert your trajectory and go back and forth and use some really clever stuff with it. And there's one on each flank of the capture point.
Is this like NBA Jam hang time?
I mean, it might be.
It might be, because that's a serious hang time. And Rafe, obviously, talk about just the design of this map from an architectural standpoint and just an art style here.
Back to the Dragon's Call style architecture of the map, which is our border art set as we're referring to it. And here we kind of want to design a place where the borders inhabit a space in the realm that's a bit hidden for the rest of the realm.
No me gusta cómo se ve el fondo en general, pero el mapa en sí me gusta. Esas montañas ahí no me gusta cómo se ve. Todo un detalle mínimo.
Yeah. It truly feels like its own place, which is really great. And obviously, a lot of these maps being introduced into Paladins have given us a little bit of an insight into the lore of Paladins, helped us expand the world for our community and everyone involved. Does this map do that?
Oh, absolutely. This will give some insight on, kind of who the Warders were, what they're all about. Now that we have the money.
Me hace acordar mucho este nivel de nieve de que es como en una casita el punto.
Guys, I gotta go. I gotta stay.
Me hace acordar mucho eso. Ahora sí, me hace recordar, ahora que lo vi más o menos bien, me hace acordar como uno del Tech Mapa, que es... que es uno que sí tiene como columnas así. Y es muy abierto también. Pero ya estaba hace mucho historias de Instagram antes del presentero, imagínense. Ahora me quedé en la boca y pensé que no iba a haber nuevo mapa.
Gives the map a bit better sense of longevity in that regard.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So obviously, Garrett, heading into the process of this match this map coming out, just talk a little bit more about. I think we may be able to get a walkthrough through it. I don't know if we have that available yet, but I was told behind the scenes we might have that. But if we don't, obviously this map coming through, hopefully, looking as good as this.
Yeah, no, it's gorgeous. Super bright, vibrant colors, right? Always great for gameplay.
Es un poco muy shallow para asedio, pero
my super engaged players may actually recognize the capture point and the push routes as a former test map. So shout outs if you played the Super Rift one, because this is what it's kind of manifested into. And basically, you've got the big capture push areas as we're looking at right now. Fairly flat and open actually, with these pillars that represent the capture point, and that's really fun. Your team is wiped, and then there's like a front line left, and you're dodging on the pillars because you're a damaged character and you're at low health, and you're trying to take this guy down before he pushes the payload into your base.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yep. And this flank out right here that's leading the capture point, there's a hazard there that actually to be careful. Create some really interesting internal gameplay on the offsets. And now we're looking at that crystal I was talking about.
Excuse me?
No mames, puedes volar.
Wow.
No mames, puedes volar.
Getting that, like, you can do all sorts of things. And I was geeking out about it before the show because, like, you can add, like, say, a character that already has vertical mobility, amplify your air superiority, or if the character without vertical mobility, gain the benefit of it, right? So if you hit that full speed with master riding as a Fernando, it's going to stay on your horse, and then you can catapult yourself deep into the enemy's backline. Or if, like, you're Maeve, right, and you can manipulate and intelligently use your double jump, you can actually maintain, like, you can juggle yourself in that upward spire. So there's a lot of really cool gameplay scenarios that happen around it, and really facilitate the point fight.
Well, this is a pretty phenomenal kind of showcase of that new element. Ascension Peak, the last siege map that we got, brought that bigger capture point than most other maps in the game.
This is slightly smaller,
and this is slightly smaller, but it has these dynamics of an actual, we've seen it in TDM, but we haven't seen it in a siege map, so this is very exciting. And just my last question before we move on to test maps here. What happens if Khan overpowers someone?
So
will they just fly right up, or will they keep going and just gain some height?
The velocity at which Khan ejects his victims, right? Like, is really fast. So I imagine it would do a slight variation on the trajectory of the victim.
El mapa de hielo era espantoso, el de pelo.
Okay.
Era espantoso, era el peor mapa del juego. Habla más bajo que los otros. Fíjate cómo se calma el chat, es como... tranquilidad. No, la verdad me ha caído la boca. Nuevo mapa, ¿no? O sea, yo pensé que esto iba a ser uno de los primeros mapas de
2019.
It's
gotta be good, gotta be perfect, right? So that's a preview of what should be upcoming for the next siege map in Paladins. Get excited! I am hyped. I cannot wait to test that crystal and all those cool things. But in the meanwhile, in 1.9, we also have some more test maps coming through for you all to test and give us some feedback. And Alyssa, I guess you just mentioned it. Test maps are a big community feel, and this is also a great way for you to be a part of the design process.
Yeah, that's right. So we reintroduced test maps in the last batch because they were very heavily community requested. I mean, the map we just showed you actually was a test map.
Más mapas para testeo, me gusta, me gustan. Uno más. Sí, es raro, pero están buenos. A mí me gustan. Otro más.
Yeah, I'm super excited about these. We think we're
kind
of upping our game in terms of layout and spacing and flow. As you so what we're looking at right now, this is Thrones.
Yeah.
Okay. So this kind of embodies an experiment in regards to very strong, prominent payload pathway that creates this head-to-head meat grinder
mapas de batalla muerte y mapas de
massive
matanza los maten así nomás sin
that's deceivingly simplistic in nature, because all you see is this big arena with 2 balconies. But what the crazy gameplay is the fact that it's actually walled off in that square with the big pillar in the center.
Bien, dos mapas
creates
más.
A lot of cover.
O sea, son 3 mapas
some really cool moments. And then Deathgate was an experiment in like more open, natural shapes, so less rigid, like 90 degrees that you saw on Thrones.
Right.
Which is something Paladins has actually kind of been lacking, and we're really pleased with how so far it's turned out. So get on the PTS, test those maps for us, test the Warder's Gate, and help us polish this bad boy up.
Yeah. Forum's always a great spot to do that, right? Exactly. Twitter as well.
Yeah, let us know your feedback on it, and we'll get this thing polished up ready for the community to enjoy.
Visually, I mean, the thing looks just so great. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout outs to everybody. It's phenomenal. We do obviously have more to the show coming up, and before we get into more of the holiday part of the show, we are going to go into some balance. So for now, we're going to show you guys a very quick video and get Garrett over to the balance section with High Res Pretty Hair to talk what's upcoming in 1.9.
A ver.
2019 is going to be the best
year ever.
Major updates every month. 6 new champions with
and the best designs ever.
Epic story told throughout the year.
And answer questions you've always had about the realm.
6 new maps, including 3 siege maps.
A new battle pass every 2 months.
With our best skin. And later this year, our first ultimate skin.
More community involvement than ever before.
Longer PTS cycles and a new dev schedule.
More time fixing bugs every month.
In-game tournaments.
Clan Wars.
Player commendation.
Persistent lobbies.
Cross-platform play and progression.
Revamped in-game item store. And finally, an end to the burst meta.
Maybe a few spikes.
And no pay-to-win ever.
2019 is going to be the best year ever.
That video.
I'm everywhere.
Love it, guys. It's time for the balance section. We gotta make a couple adjustments here. Just a couple of light little things to get through.
Vamos a ver cuáles son los nerfeitos, los bufeitos.
That's right. First thing up on our docket today is actually just kind of like a feels change. I think it's like a reduction in your camera shake when you were being shot.
Yeah, so this was actually kind of a long-standing ask by a lot of our professional players over the. God, I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. This studio. I need to do more cardio, guys. I ran over here. Okay.
Not that far.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Come on, you're making me look bad. So over HRX, some of our more talented individuals brought up an issue that a lot of some of our characters, basically, when you're fighting them 1v1, every shot counts, right? And taking damage above a certain amount, actually, based on kind of like our feels and how our game is built, kind of tilts your camera. When you take this instance of damage. So what we've done is gone through and looked at the system and basically reduced the magnitude, because the general sense was that it was harming the gameplay, right? Like the amount the camera was tilting made it very hard to aim. We still wanted there as an element of feedback, right? I think that it's still necessary to kind of tell you like, oh, you're taking damage, right? But it didn't have to be as strong, right? And now you should be able to hit shots a little bit better in 1v1, and it won't be as obstructive.
Cool. So next thing up on our list is a little bit of a buff to Furia, reducing the cooldown of Kindle Soul by 1 second.
That's right. That's right. So when Furia released, she was just dominant. Like, she came out as designed, right? We were like, we want a main support character that's aggressive in nature. Well, that means she has it all, right?
Right.
So we're like, okay, where do we pare her down? And the avenues of doing so were to be like, okay, her core, right, her soul is the fact that she's aggressive, so she needs to retain some of that damaging ability, some of that hard CC ability.
Right.
So that means what she needs to give up is some of her healing efficacy. And we did that through a couple of, like, reducing range, reducing the magnitude of the heals. But we felt that we were the cooldown one, so we're retracting that. And she should be
que me gusta jugar con Furia y todo, pero
sure. Awesome.
Ya no.
So one more thing here for
the pirate desbalanceados están todos que necesitan ser cambio cada 5 segundos.
Fall off now from the explosion episode, I believe, on the Scuttle reload talent.
Absolutely. It's a big request by the community.
Ultimately,
like, Dredge is a very polarizing character, just by design. Like, he doesn't have the quickest of movement abilities, has kind of hard to lob weapon, right? Slow traveling. And the point of his existence is to be an AoE damage zoning character.
When he does hit you.
Right. It's hard. But now he's going to have to be even better with how he places those shots, and then the player's ability to recognize an incoming scuttle and then adjust because it moves at like 40 per second, should now be what you can look at. And it's funny because like Dredge is often successful in certain populations, and then as you kind of go up the food chain, right, you don't like, he was available for Racer X, who's played like a couple times, right? Yeah. So it's like there's people are solving the problems that Dredge presents, right? So it's like I just encourage you guys to kind of like figure out, watch how you outplay,
la gente quejándose
and put that pirate deep.
That's fun. It's one of the fun parts about new champions, right? You know, whether they come out strong or whether they come out weak, it's always kind of gravitating back to the center, I feel, when people start to figure it out. And just the little things, even at HRX, even at the top level, you can see there are little things that people could still do better with that character. He's a lot of fun. I enjoy playing him a good bit. We're going to move on to our last change of the day. And this was another Fields type of change that works with Life Exchange. Now, when you get hit by this, you will receive a little bit of
just something that it was missing, right? That was kind of something added in post-character development. And we're like, oh, all the other heals that do similar things have this element. Why not you? So now it's just going to be a better gameplay experience. The people you heal are going to be more cognizant of the fact that you're being healed, and it's going to feel better when you heal them because you can hear it. There's like, I'm going to do an action, and then see feedback that I've done an action or hear feedback.
Cool. So that does it for you know, our changes that we're making this patch. Relatively small patch, but that's of course because we are leading up to Season 2. And if you want to give us a couple words on the overall, what to expect for balance in Season 2.
Yes, so this patch, as Nick mentioned, is intentionally light. The lion's share of all of our kind of testing in terms of meta balance, character focus, item store changes, loadout card stuff is going to be hitting with the new season, as is typical of kind of our competitive format. And we got some really cool stuff coming. I can allude to it. So there is a big effort by our team to essentially clean up, I guess, the pace of the game in regards to mostly TTK, because right now we have some interesting, I guess, manifestations of like, it's what you want, right? If you imagine, like, I do this example. I have the camera looking at me, so this is confusing. But basically, if this represents a graph where your x-axis is time in the game, and then your y-axis is your time to kill, right? What you want, right? Because we want progression. Like as you acquire items, as you get credits, we want like essentially the TTK to drop. Like you're more effective at killing people as the game goes on, and then defensive characters are getting more cooldowns, so then there's a little bit of back and forth. However, right now our loadout system and even talent cards makes this graph like this. Instead of a nice gradual slope, right? Because players are walking into a game based on loadout selection of like they already have the efficacy of max rank cards in some scenarios. And when we were doing this previously, we were like, you know, what we'd like is an intelligent kind of opportunity cost decision that you can make. And it does that, but ultimately the price we paid wasn't worth it. And we'll get more into this. We're going to do some dev talks later in the week, and I feel like I'm rambling, so we're going to focus on it later. But that's a big effort for the next season, is cleaning up loadouts and talent cards that do the roles of items, in-game item store items. And there'll also be character ability focus changes.
I like it, man. I like the overall fact that, you know, that was something we did. We tried. I think it worked for what it was supposed to do, right? But I like the fact that you guys can take that step back and say, you know what, this isn't achieving, I think, what we want to overall for our game. We can be better, and we're going to make it that way. That's going to do it for our balance section. Thank you so much, Garrett, for stopping by and giving us the scoop. We're going to send it back over to the desk.
Video cortito.
Thank you very much, Nick and Garrett. That was a great showcase of what is to come here for the balance in 1.9, and maybe taking a look forward into next year. We'll get into that in a little bit next week as well, and that's really where a lot of things start to be discussed and talked about. Season 2, obviously Season 2, it starts next week. All the streams going for it. Alyssa, what's going on with that?
Yeah, so we have streams starting Monday at 2 p.m. Every week we're going to be talking a little bit about Season 2 and what you can expect. Of course, this is your last chance to get... Welcome back, Garrett.
It was Garrett sprinting through the hall.
This is your last chance to get full throttle in and those ranked borders, so be sure to take advantage of that, and then tune in
Yeah, Monday at 2 p.m.
I want to touch on something else. I want to touch on something else. We forgot to talk about
some of the bugs.
Yeah.
Let's go back to it.
Let me bust it out.
Okay.
Not out of breath, guys. Didn't just sprint over here. It's fine. This is just how I breathe.
Stamina.
Yeah.
Just a heavy breather.
I wish. Okay. So we've done some good cleanups. So generally, we fixed, and this always irked me because it was like, that's not what happened. So the damage recount, basically like you would end a match, right, and it'd be like you got gold damage and you have 63,000 done, and you get to the player screen, right, and it's like you did 50k damage. And you're like, huh? These numbers are different. One thing is not like the other. We fixed that. So now your post game stats should be aligned just across the board, which is a really good fix. We also have fixed an issue where sometimes, depending on, I forgot what the exact repro was, but there's a scenario where if something gets finicky with a player's connection, Cassie's ult would get permanently stuck on.
Oh, wow.
And then players would just be permanently revealed for the rest of the game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Unfortunate. No longer, guys. It is now fixed. And then there's a host of smaller ones. These are more like, the sector wasn't loading. And then also I believe there are, we have actually been hot patching recently, issues fixing Terminus's ultimate explosion. And then what's the other one?
Sarah's soundbug.
Yeah.
After you would heal, and it would be like really loud.
Hello.
And would destroy your eardrums.
I'm here.
We like our players' eardrums. We don't want to destroy them.
Yes. No. They need them to hear about all the good stuff that we're going to announce.
That's right.
Cool. So is that it for the bugs that you found? Okay, great. So some awesome bug fixes. Thank you for that. And I'm sure more little things in the patch notes that you guys will be able to read the update notes as well. The big thing too is that their ranked is coming up, and so all of those like chances to really go for it and get that border, it's now, right?
Right. So
Total de desarrolladores, me parece.
All right, so get your season 2 starts Monday 2 p.m. talking about those things. This is your last chance to get this skin, where you can obviously get that mastery border qualified with some gold qualification, right? Doing replacements and so make sure to do it. I mean, I'm not really one to talk. I haven't done my placements yet since that one, but this is gonna encourage me. It's gonna encourage me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I love it. It's actually time to start getting into the meat of what makes us the Merry Maker patch, the Merry Holiday patch here for Paladins. We do have some new event skins and new events to celebrate this season with some great cosmetics that you guys are really going to enjoy. But let's break it down. So what is the event and why is it this way? I really heard, a little bird told me earlier that the Rise of Fury event went pretty well.
Yeah, Rise of Fury was really popular with our players, so we wanted to kind of
O sea, porque una temporada anterior era de Drogos, la de Alien.
And Garrett, basically give us a run through, and then we'll obviously talk with Rafe about how this is implemented artistically, but a run through of how this event works and how players get involved.
Yeah, so the TLDR on the format is there's going to be 3 skin bundles that gives you an epic themed skin, some event currency, and some secondary and tertiary cosmetics. And if you buy all 3 of these, each for 400 crystals, then you're going to get the ultimate unlock skin. At the end. So 4 skins in total for this event.
You get the one. Yes. Right? And so this is the holiday thing. So you guys went your best holiday. I guess you had to be getting ready for the holidays in at least October. Or so this must have been a little odd morale-wise. So you guys
very excited.
A lot of candy, but wrong season for it.
Exactly. So let's start getting into it because we do have our first skin coming up here in the event. It is Merry Maker Leon. Designed of House Aiko, who has a very serious personality. Is going hunting out in the. She looks happy. Yeah.
Entonces, ¿cuál sacrificamos la de términos?
Pseudo snow hunter.
Me gusta ver en el juego, O sea, la imagen está hermosa, pero
qué ver en el juego.
Me da más miedo el abrigo.
She's definitely done a great job at keeping herself warm during that adventure. I don't think I'd survive in that because I'm getting cold in Atlanta when I wake up. But she seems a lot stronger than me. We are ready actually for a look at the in-game model and also to hear some voice lines. So let's take a look at that for
Merry Maker. Parece caperucita roja, qué pedo. Es como rara, como parece que está sexualizada, pero como que no la ve, como rara. Ah, me gusta, me gusta.
No, the scope doesn't work.
Está buena, está buena. ¿Está el gesto incidental y Gan sentándose en algo?
Well, that is a great little tale. It does seem like she's having a very fun time.
No, se ve muy bien la skin. Como muy notoria. Me gusta. A ver.
So has everyone got that kind of vibe?
Ah, deja de nieve
I'm in a good mood.
Ah,
is that kind of how you
es que sí, ese efecto es como muy bien.
Okay.
There's a skin we have coming up later with some voice lines that are
Está buena, está buena.
So obviously taking a look at the weapons here and
está buena, la verdad
sure
está
the
buena.
animations are a part of this.
Ya puede ser que no sea la gran cosa, pero
yes,
está buena.
How dare you tease me like that? Is this lore? Did Strix also teach Leon how to, you know? Because if so, Leon and Canessa, Strix has a lot of disciples there.
Leon's just a bitch. She doesn't need a scope.
That's right. It's just for like show. It's ornament.
No scope. 360 no scope.
No creo que cambie la última.
360 no scope.
Vamos a ver si cambia.
And so obviously taking a look. Oh,
a little peppermint like pattern on that presence.
Give me the slide there on the Grace. Yeah, that.
No, I go fight this.
And so the concepting around these kind of
little snow particles.
Yeah,
too?
I mean the snow particles feels like this. Being in the snow is very much a part of this
solid
cosmetic.
We envision all the skins for this event, you know, as like a winter event in the realm itself, kind of big holiday, festive celebration.
And this bundle also comes
Do it,
with
Charles.
a new MVP pose for
Sí, tiene como un colorcito nuevo, pero nada muy espectacular. Está bien, me gusta, me gusta.
It seems like this is really a, I mean, just a kickoff of a great event that is going to bring just an entire vibe into the skins. I know we've seen so many Abyss skins, and it's great. I mean, there's such a cool, if you are into that, you can go delve into. But I really love the holiday, as you can tell. I really love the holiday vibe, so I'm excited that we can get into that now. And Leon is a great.
Debería ser una skin de
We're definitely in a much lighter tone right now.
Yeah,
hay mucho que pueden caer en eso, así que
it's nice. There's a lot going on in the world. Not everybody's happy about everything. A lot of things everybody needs to solve, but it's good to be happy when you're here. Okay, so that is a very, very exciting introduction. We also have another skin coming through for a guy who's maybe been drowned, so to speak, in some maybe heavier feelings. You know, not always easy when you're getting drugged to the bottom of the ocean by a huge kraken, so to speak. But Dredge does find a way to get some holiday spirit with the Merry Maker Dredge skin. And he left his shirt at the bottom of the ocean.
La de Victor.
De Paladins Striker. Oh no, my bad, sorry.
Está muy parecida.
And Leon's around.
Dredge se lleva una muy buena skin.
Remember that cabin?
They're like, you went shopping at...
No, mami, yo era el hijo, ¿qué me dijo?
What a cool
está muy cabrón,
Let's take a
pero
look in the game model and also hear a little bit of the voice lines of Merry Maker Dredge.
O sea, mira a ese tipo bailando en el punto.
Don't you all look cheery as a pack of cherubs? Let's fix that.
No hay como reaccionar.
Release the Krampus.
Oh, I didn't know Charles.
Ah, no lo toca cuando revisa el arma. O sea, es como una animación completamente, o sea, más básica que la que tiene, pero la han hecho de nuevo. No sé qué esa manía de quitar las animaciones como hombre. Al Fury también le hicieron lo mismo.
Got him.
Hace más especial la versión normal que la skin.
Yeah. And you can tell he's having fun with it in his own way, right?
Yeah. Dude. He's a fun amount of edge for a Santa Claus.
And is that what they kind of was like? Let's see if we can
el arma se ve como más
like
pequeña, no sé por qué.
Santa Claus type figure. Is that was the artistic design for it?
Yeah, absolutely. Even early on with Dredge, we knew we wanted to get human skin as fast as we could.
Tiburón, perdón.
The Merry Maker event, it was a given we had to give someone a Santa outfit. He just kind of really fit the bill.
Ahí la recarga sí se nota más que hace, o sea, en el normal es como que soy muy raro.
He was the fifth Santa Claus, yeah. He's the intermittent
Mata porque es como muy navideño, es como que muy raro.
Latent theme here that we haven't touched
Tiene
on
como
is this
nieve.
with the
I was going, yeah.
So does that mean that his sleigh
está raro,
is pulled by like just 12 sharks.
12 sharks.
That's amazing.
Yeah. That is a little scarier than a reindeer.
Why was
And so this is the Rudolph of sharks, basically.
Está rara la skin, está rara.
Fan artist, please make this happen.
Tu papi sigue siendo un pirata navideño que sí.
He's running the show, you know? And he's not your traditional Santa Claus. I think he's doing the holidays a little bit his own style.
Yeah. He's pulling the strings, or the drawstrings.
Nah, mira el portal que se ve.
I guess.
Oh, little snowflake.
Nah, el portal que de huevo.
There you go. And I don't know if we've seen the cracking it, but look at those portals. You just can't be mad, even if he gets away with a little bit of damage immunity, and you just can't take him down. You feel good. Wow. Snowstorm or snow globe? That looked.
Está muy buena. Vale la pena.
Little Eevee in there, probably.
Is Eevee immune? If she just goes into that, she doesn't get hurt, right? She's fine. Try it out in game, guys.
Me recuerda como esa bola de nieve que tú quitas.
Yeah. Like with sans or like without the tentacles. Also, I just like the shark face.
Creo que no le hice
absolutely. I mean, that almost is deserving of its own name.
Me gusta, me gusta.
You and your name.
I don't know, but I'm just thinking. That's a great name. I really am trying to think of Sharkdoff. No, I'm thinking of Rudolph, but Sharkdoff is kind of cute. Blitzen. Oh my God, yes. Or like, what's a Rudolph?
Bien.
Ya están las dos que we've all forgotten all the reindeer.
You know,
Donner. Blitzen, Rudolph.
Pensé que eso se pasa en Twitch.
All right, this is pathetic. I feel
falta la de
I can't remember, you know. Very, very easy thing to remember here. All right, so that's not even it. We've still got more. And again, when you're grabbing these cosmetics, you are getting yourself closer to unlocking a cosmetic for free. And these are all things I think most people, when you see them, you're going to want to grab. Let's go to the one that is actually one of my favorites. Harkens back to some great holiday memories for me. Maybe a little bit, a little bit more aggressive on the outside. But
holiday memories.
I'm telling you, I'm not. Have you ever?
It was a very bad ski trip, Alyssa. Okay?
I don't want to say.
You saw some things.
Listen, I didn't want to get into that on the show, Alyssa. I just let me have my holiday memories, okay? Let me have them. They're mine. I didn't expect judgment from Alyssa.
Yes.
Wow.
La de derecho acá, La de derecho acá.
O sea, no te acuerdas de coda, pero really, the real, you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. We have Abominable Terminus coming into.
No, mames. Está buenísimo. El arte está buenísimo.
It's not exactly claymation.
No me gusta que sea tan parecido a la que ya tiene. Onda muy de nieve.
You guys are really gonna love seeing this in game as well.
Pero es que,
really cool, unique features that will make the Terminus experience for you players out there even cooler and even more distinct. Let's go quickly into game and see exactly what he looks like as a model, and also hear a little bit of the voice.
Che, pero el cambio de habilidades. Pues este es un nuevo campeón. No es que cambie mucho el aspecto. O sea que tú lo ves y parece que es de otro juego en medio. Ahora, tal vez no les parece que es más de otro juego que de Paladins. Es de un MMO, o sea, está cabrón. Y eso no una skin, o sea, está cabrón. ¿Y se hará pedazos cuando lo maten?
That was amazing. Those voice lines actually sold me.
Misunderstood.
Yes, misunderstood. Not all Yetis and snowmen like that are so mean and abominable.
Está buena.
What is going to do with all these Cassies?
This looks scary. I'm not.
Look at that hammer, though.
I'm not insuring these Cassies because it doesn't look like they are long.
Yeah, we were actually talking about this though before the show. That Terminus's weapon presents like so many really cool opportunities to just do some static blunt.
You
can
just swing.
It's no longer an axe.
It's no longer an axe, right? What was the thing that probably shifted or maybe focused the art style for this skin?
¿Cómo es el escudo? ¿Cómo es el proyectil?
We obviously wanted to give Terminus a skin. He's already got
Son de las cosas que me intrigan.
So we kind of wanted to have a little fun here, something that might be not quite edgy, but not quite, Terminus in a Santa hat.
Sure.
And they're in a winter wonderland.
Sí cambia el escudo y sí cambia un poquito el proyectil.
It's one of the easiest.
No cambia la gran cosa, pero
works for his size. I mean, it works for his, But one of the things I love is it's got this personality. It's very jokey. It's very self-aware. It's like, Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm a monster, but it doesn't mean we can't be friends. Like, let's hang out.
It keeps it in the really fun realm.
Yeah.
You know, to match. We have him looking all awesome in the card art, and the skin looks amazing.
Sí, no cambia mucho. Oye, este sonido era casi ahí.
Like, oh, that's what he actually is.
So we've seen everything here. Some of the Calamity Blasts. You've seen the swings, the Shatterfalls. And obviously the man has to go down to come back, and I don't think we have the.
Porque la cámara no ayudó.
Person, maybe the 3P.
No ayudó para mostrarlo.
Different look at that.
This is this giant explosion, and it's like preceded by like little dainty snowflakes.
Like, don't worry about this. Don't worry about.
Yeah, for those wondering, he does not break apart. If you didn't see it, you don't get Yeti explosion.
Well, a great experience, and I think the cool. That's not.
Me gustó que se viera mejor.
Great, you know, addition to the Terminus roster of skins, and that will be available in the Merrymaker patch in update in 1.9. So that has brought us to 3 out of the, well, really 5 skins that are being introduced here, but 3 out of the 4 to be able to unlock this next one for free. I wonder who it is. I wonder who people would want to get a skin for, and
it's your girl.
It's your girl. Maeve. Maeve is getting her own Merrymaker skin. Yeah,
no se acuerda mucho una de Smile, ¿no?
Look at the joy in her eyes.
It's just so joyful.
Hay una niñita que
presents.
That's not real joy.
Está el arte huevo de huevos.
That's scary when you really think about it like that. If she's throwing you knives, like with the intended, look at those eyes, like a different version. You're like, oh god, this girl is scary. But let's take a look at the in-game model and
no quiero cambiar porque no, seguro me pierdo algo. Es que la imagen se ve mucho más feliz, que es como que me da miedo. Sí, pues para el que le guste, hombre, pero a mí no me está gustando nada. Más 18, más 18.
Solid. Probably the best voice work we've ever
Absolutely. I love it.
Seguro te la te viendo y al final de acá 10 años no vamos a ver a la mejor skin y a huevo pero por ahora
I mean these sharpened. Okay, so are these candy canes or are these icy
sharpened candy canes?
Okay.
She had a lot of free time on her hands.
I love the thought that she's in this like winter wonderland and she's like, I still need my daggers.
Still need my daggers.
She just found a candy cane.
Porque me tiene muy buenas skin, pero
candy canes, right? It's very interesting.
Se no que no tiene detalles, no digo el trabajo,
I'm pretty sure like you can see this like silhouette of the holly leaves.
Se ve como la de Sky,
that's awesome.
And also we saw we had someone mention to us.
Pongan en persona.
Do look at her hands when she.
Sí, varios antes que debió haber caído ya.
Pause. On her
estábamos en un punto donde sí, ella debió haber caído.
So cute. She's got her nails done.
Aunque fuera muy obvio.
I like it.
Yeah, that was actually a last minute suggestion and addition from April, when we were working on the illustration board that came up, and yeah, it was an awesome
Me tengo que es la más flojita
hasta ahora. I can't hear right now because of how the studio is set.
La más flojita, la más flojita.
Oh yeah.
O sea, ojalá sea la más flojita nada más. Y la otra esté de huevos.
Oh, so it's like sleigh bells, basically. Oh.
Porque creo que no hay más. Bueno, falta la de Willow.
Oh yeah. Sugar.
That's what I'm talking about. Holiday spirit.
Yeah, well, Nutcracker
take a knife to the face.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Oh, ¿qué copos de nieve?
I mean, this is like so this is the joyful horror story, basically.
Está bueno el efecto.
And she still looks determined as ever, still has that same great attitude.
No me encanta.
Far longer.
Está bueno el efecto de la ulti, pero no me ha encantado.
So like you said, you get this skin for free if you buy the other 3 bundles, and then the bundle also comes with a new MVP for her.
A ver.
It comes with a new
y falta la de Willow.
Iced out, and it looks like actually every skin that we have shown you guys actually has its own MVP pose attached with it as well. And I believe you get some sweets and the stocking. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Actually, this is a perfect time to talk about it. Yeah. Let's break it down. So there is an event store. It's the biggest like event store I think that we've done.
Yeah, it's the biggest we've done. You get these sweets, and you can spend the sweets like Rise of Furia in the event store to unlock just all different kinds of stuff.
And we're gonna I think take a look at that right now as you can see it here. So you've got a couple the cherry emote, and that's an emote.
Okay, this is a roaming emote. Genos can just chill
up
and then chill and float around.
And then all those little goodies on the right, you could be spinning these sweets. So if you don't have any of there's gravestone, there's death stands, there's all different types of emotes, probably really cool things that you could be using and getting. So every cosmetic's going to push you closer to that. Extra things, and if you get 3, you get the 4th one free, which is super cool. That is scary, but that was so cool in all seriousness. So that's fantastic. And then there's going to be some quests that I hear. Some quest chains, so people can earn some of this stuff just by playing the game.
So like we said, Dredge is kind of taken over, right?
Okay.
And he's kind of running things his own way, running the show, and so he's going to be introducing new quests that will change out, and this is a way for free players to unlock gold chests and festive chests and all different kinds of stuff.
And it seems like with the Encore Pass obviously being added and the Battle Pass now, it seems like a lot of free quest things. Is this something that's really top of your mind in terms of design? How can we keep creating ways for our players who just play the game, who are so passionate, to still find value and to engage even when it seems like they've done everything to find stuff?
Absolutely. And so along with those free quests, players are going to be able to get like some chests from. There is also the event quest. It's kind of new in that we're going to release it in a staggered format. So it's like once we ship the event, you're going to have the ability to kind of acquire the first quest chain that you can work on. And then as the event progresses over time, like through over a couple weeks, we're going to keep adding to the quest chain that you can continue to complete it.
So. Wow. Okay, so that'll be really fun, and this will be running through all of 1.9, correct?
Yes.
Yep. And this is going to be a patch long, or is this an update long? Okay. Yeah. So make sure you do it now. But it's a great time to be playing. People are starting to get off for the holidays as well, and that'll be great.
And then also the 17th through the 30th, we're going to have different in-game community events every single day.
Ooh.
So it's going to change. We're going to have like double gold, double XP. We ran an event during Halloween where people could get so we're doing it again. So I don't know if you remember like little holiday chibi sprays from last year, but you'll be able to unlock those for free just by logging in certain days and getting a win. So something new every day, so be sure to log in and check it out.
Excellent stuff there. I'm glad you guys keep getting good stuff. I really deprive myself of the experience of earning some of these things because I...
Why do you do that, Evan?
Well, I have the privilege of being able to get access to some of these things and show them off to the community. Garrett, okay? It's part of my job. But the other thing is that I actually have given myself the Encore Pass to work through. So I have the Battle Pass, but I'm working through the Encore. And that's actually a lot of fun. I'm getting the experience. It's really rewarding after you play. So let's talk about the final skin, the final cosmetic here. It is not found in this type of event. It's its own separate gift-giving bundle.
That's right.
So let's break down the bundle really quickly at a high level, and then we'll go into seeing what skin is in that one.
So this one's very simple, guys. Just to kind of in the spirit of the season, this is our gift-giving bundle. It's going to be an epic skin for a character we're going to talk about shortly. 200 crystals, and then 2 gift tokens, which is basically gifts, large gifts. So it's effectively you're going to be able to get this bundle and then give 2 of your friends 2 epic skins,
which is amazing. I mean, those cost I think 600 crystals each. I think,
that's
something like that. So it's value. And let's take a look at the cosmetic. The person who will be receiving the cosmetic, it's Willow. She's going to be getting her own Willow Sugar Plum skin. And look at, that doesn't look like the Willow I'm used to seeing.
What's una de Halloween horrible que
We'll get back to you in a second. Let's hear the voice lines and hear what she has to say about herself.
Tú eres el único que le parece como de MOBA genérico. Pero no se ve mal la skin, la verdad se ve muy bonita. Demasiado bonita para mi gusto. Pero en el juego se ve mejor. No es como la de May, esta sí se ve bien. No, es contrario del coto. No voy a mentir, sí, estaba muy buena. No voy a mentir, cada vez que lo veo...
What an aggressive fairy.
No, es que se ve mucho más chica que Willow.
Don't mess with...
Ese Willow se ve chiquita, pero esta se ve muchísimo más chica.
So,
¿cómo es la hipócrita de esta cosa?
What is this? And Willow, how has she had this magical transformation? Is this part of the Fae magic? Explain this to me.
No, se ve muy bien.
you have to assume she could do anything she wants.
Okay.
That in-hand sounds
Estoy repitiendo la derecha y
Shoutouts to Dude.
Video tercera persona.
Upgrade.
Even if you're hitting for 100 damage on the side of that, it's still going to sound beautiful. So feel good.
Acá la era horrible.
Do it, Charles.
De Paladins.
I love it. Can we see that in 3P?
Mira, el efecto
Is that possible for him to press C and go into 3P here?
No se acuerda mucho de la skin que tiene como de...
She just looks so fun.
Bruja, como de...
And so again, you were not explaining this to me, Rafe. I'm not letting you off the hook. How is this possible? Okay.
So essentially...
Creo que acá primero la oportunidad de hacerlo como... ¿Tú sabes esas bolitas que van en el árbol de Navidad? ¿Cómo es?
Okay.
So it's still Willow.
So that's what I was trying to get to the distinction of. Is this a new character? Okay, this is a magical transformation because she felt like it.
Yeah, because she
was she bored?
Yeah, she wanted to look good for the holidays.
She just wanted to look good for the holidays.
Okay,
that makes sense. You buying that, Alyssa?
Yeah, put on her Christmas best.
Okay, Christmas best. Just changing entirely how you look as a individual. Wow, I'm sure. I wish a lot of people want that power potentially.
No fue muy espectacular, pero está muy bien.
Days that I don't. Sorry.
Está linda.
Is this like cheating technically?
Está linda.
This is distracting. This is a
OP
skin, ladies and gentlemen.
Hypnotize your opponents.
Hypnotizing. I'm not saying it's not going to hypnotize other players.
No, la verdad que en el
I'm
juego
not
se ve muy
saying it
bien.
is either. Beautiful effects and obviously that kind of stylish effects.
That's
and
gorgeous.
Also the metal. I'm noticing a different thing in the. It's not the metallics because that's not metallic, but it
it
almost feels like it's the shine on the skin. On the yes. Yes. That was beautiful.
We have been continuously improving our material treatments across.
And so that looked like a one who just got the fresh treatment right there. Just a little shine, a little wax on the wings. Do fairies go get wing waxes or is that?
No, Varix.
It's very private. I don't know. That sounds like, because that's part of them. Oh, God. Wow, what have I done? So sorry. It's all the fail.
I did money.
So that's going to be the gift-giving bundle. It is $9.99. It comes with 2 large gifts, which are 600 crystals each. Gives you 200 crystals, plus that to spend on whatever you want. Maybe get you halfway through to one of the other skins that you're looking for. And then also gives you the Willow Sugar Plum Fairy skin, which is her just being a completely different individual, and just because she wants to, because that's what fairies do. Just to look good, and she does. She does look great. So fantastic job on that. And you know that my only distinction for people out there is, does this help you in achieving the event Maeve skin, or this totally separate?
No, totally separate.
So even if you get this, you still got to get the other 3 to unlock Maeve.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just want to make. Can people go straight to getting Maeve? That's my other question. If you just want the Maeve, can you just unlock that?
Well, it's by
the cost of the 3.
It's going to be the cost of the 3.
Got it. Okay.
And you'll get the 3 too, but
gotcha.
And she is an unlimited skin, so she'll be available for direct purchase after the event, but it's going to be the price of the entire event, which is I think 1,200.
And I think that's what you did with Full Moon Victory.
That is exactly what we did. Yep.
Great. So no longer like a person comes in next patch and they're like, oh God, I missed this, this skin with the Maven.
You're just gonna have to.
You're just gonna have to
pony up,
baby. All right, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Gives people a choice. That is basically looking to kind of come to an end of the show here in the patch notes, the update notes for us here in 1.9. But we do have a couple of things to mention, especially on the community side, of things to be aware of heading into next week.
Yeah. So next Wednesday, December 5th, we're going to have downtime across Paladins for up to 24 hours. So it's kind of crazy, but it's for something that's really, really cool. We announced crossplay and cross progression for next year. So we have to take the game down for 24 hours, so our tech team in the back end can kind of like fuse everything together and make sure that next year when we implement crossplay and cross progression at the beginning, that all of the back end is all tied together. But there will still be plenty to do within that 24 hours. So we're going to have PTS for 1.9 up, of course, and then we'll have streams all day on our Mixer channel, so you guys can come and hang out with us. There will be plenty to do, even if you're not able to get into live. So
we also do have that crystal storm. Did you mention that?
Yes, we've also got a crystal storm this Saturday.
Oh, you make cristales.
Day only. So you'll get 25 crystals for each of your 4 daily wins. So that's up to 100 crystals in 1 day.
Okay.
Oh my.
You're already 25% to one of these new cosmetics if you do that. So just get 4 wins on Saturday. You are very, very close to being there. Fantastic stuff. Rafe, Garrett, thank you guys so much for your contributions in this patch. Listen, thanks for filling us in on everything going on community-wise. That is going to do it for the show, my friends. I do think you wanted to mention that there was, again, a little bit of a longer PTS cycle this time.
So this PTS cycle
este sábado se gana los 100 cristalitos. Es que acá veo que se ve re bueno, pero skin de juego se ve No sé si es el mismo color de cola.
Great. Make sure to hang out with us. Ask us any questions. Rain Day Gaming, Hi-Res Alyssa, Hi-Res Thunderbrush, correct? And then Hi-Res Martini on Twitter after the show. And as always, my friends, remember to never give up, never stop gaming. We'll see you all in the realm.
Bueno, en YouTube te lo cortan un poquito con música acá, pues rico. En fin, gente, vamos a echar un poquito de hype. Y ya. Cerramos Mixer. Y bueno, en fin. Ahí lo tengo la traducción. Nuevo mapa para el modo asedio. Hablando de las fuerzas del Quarter. El nuevo mapa de asedio de los Paladins. Por primera vez este mapa presenta un arte asimétrico en un aspecto visual único. Cada lado de una... O sea, básicamente no... O sea, es diferente tanto tu base como la del enemigo. Para lo que no saben, en asedio básicamente los dos mapas son un calco, o sea, la mitad son iguales. Lo cual no, o sea, se verá diferente, pero supongo que tendrá la misma todo en el mismo lugar, básicamente. Después tenemos la skin de Lian, que está de huevos. La de nieve, que está buena, me gusta. La de Dredge se han sacado. Es como, no mames. Te tiene Lian ahí, como que no mames. Es como, o sea, es un Santa Claus, pero está tan cambiado que ni siquiera parece Santa Claus, está cabrón. Está haciendo solista y a ver 2 veces en la actualización. La de Terminus. Que de nuevo, yo soy partidario de que no deberían hacer una tan parecida, o sea, de la misma pseudo temática que la de Terminus, porque la otra también es de invierno, esta también. Pero está chida. Simplemente eso está chida. Me ha gustado. Me ha gustado ver la explosión, cómo se arma de nuevo. Después la controversia. De verdad, gatito, aquí está para difundir la alegría, que se esquivan. No cuchillas. O sea, el arte está hermoso. El arte está que te cagas de lo bueno que está. Es que Mei con la cara que tiene no es por una esquina así, es muy alegre. Mei es más simbólica. Y la que me ha ganado. Dejo un poco de idea. Recoge el paquete de regalo para desbloquear azúcar. ¿Cómo que? Recoger el paquete de regalo de la para desbloquear azúcar. Bien. Tal es para ti mismo. Y echa 2 fichas de regalo grandes para darle a tus amigos. ¿Qué es tan difícil de bloquear esta cosa? ¿What? En fin, ya lo veremos más tarde. Ya saldrá la información bien. Bueno, la lluvia de cristales, que será este sábado. Y tenemos ya, o sea, tenemos 3 mapas, y 2 mapas más para que probemos. Me gusta. Creo que también está en Nintendo Switch y en consolas todos los mapas de testeo, así que good. Y en general me ha gustado. La que hay que conseguir ya la de Dredge, la del Terminus, la de Willow, la de Lian, y si consigo la de Mei porque me viene ahí de regalo. Yo te voy a decir que no, tampoco te voy a decir que sí, pero good, me ha gustado. En fin, gente, recuerden, el sábado es la lluvia de cristal, o sea, tiene 2 días. Y voy a ver si lo suben al PTR, no estoy seguro. Lo voy a tuitear ahí por si las dudas. Rápido, para que ya quede. En fin, gente, ha sido todo de mi parte. Espero que les haya gustado. Ya veremos bien cómo se ha manejado todo esto. Y lo dejamos por acá. Dios, es que la imagen es hermosa, pero está re fea. Bueno, gente, adiós.